frames. And you can see there the kilobytes. You want it to ideally be pretty consistently around 4K before you get going, and it might go down. Before you like get, you know, seriously talking about anything.
Okay.
See, it like flashes red. It takes like just a minute or two.
Okay.
Casanova, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I popped out the live chat.
Gotcha. So we're on now, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
People can hear you and me and you, Casanova.
We have a talkative kitty helping us out to start off. Okay. Anyone watching? We're just testing out. It was something we've talked about doing for a while, which is showing you guys one of our favorite games, Crusader Kings 2, set in Westeros, the Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. And we're right here in the opening screen. We're going to choose both an era and a house to play. And we've got a lot of options. That's a lot of fun. So we're going to go ahead and click single player. I'm going to go ahead and skip these options here, but you can see there's a Clash of Kings, Robert's Rebellion, Blackfire Rebellion, Dance of the Dragons, War Conquest, etc. A lot of options. These aren't the only ones. I'm going to pick custom game setup. Those are just some famous suggestions there. Okay. Looks pretty good over there. Okay, so yeah, as you can see here, like I said, there's a lot more options here. We've got all of these choices. I think I'm gonna do a familiar one just for, well, just because that's simpler and it provides a little more context, I guess. So I'll pick, excuse me, a Clash of Kings here, and that gives us a lot of choices. Which character to play? Who would be a fun choice here? Look at all these options. We can pick anyone from Kalpono to Salladhor Saan to Illyrio to Davos to Littlefinger to Sweet Robin to Robb Stark to Daenerys. We could be Joffrey. We don't want to play a kid because you have a lot fewer options. We want to play an adult because you don't get to.
Someone said dance.
What's that?
Someone said something to dance. There are a couple people in the chat, just to let you know.
Okay, a couple people in the chat. Yeah, let me take a look here. What do we got? Hey there, everybody.
Oh, we didn't hit transition.
Transition?
In OBS, remember?
Oh, so no one can see anything?
No, they can see things. Just hit transition.
Okay.
See, it just wasn't the short version.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Yep. See, this is the test, like we said here, of trying to figure all this out. Salladhor or his brown pants. Yeah. One of the problems with playing one of the pirate factions is that you have a much different style of leadership and of succession. And to be honest, I'm a little bit less familiar with it. But anyway, yeah, let's see here. I'm gonna go with a more familiar character here. Let's go ahead and do Robb Stark. We can go big here. We don't have to play someone as big as Robb or Danny. We could do someone smaller, like we could play Roose, or we could play Wyman Manderly, or we could play you know, just anyone of any level, as long as they own land of some kind. Basically, that's your option here. You can pick anyone from any region other than that. And given the timeline, well, of course you know what's happening here. We're not so likely to do well as usual because this is still Robb Stark and he's still in the bad position he was in before, but maybe we'll make a few decisions that are better. Maybe we'll get lucky. Let's see what happens. All right. Yeah, okay. We got a couple more people looking. We're up to about 40 people here. Yeah, so any people who are just joining us, again, this is a Crusader Kings 2 game, and it is heavily and detailed mod available here for Westeros to set it into Game of Thrones, and we are choosing our character and timeline that we want to play in. Right now, we've chosen the year 8299, A Clash of Kings, and we're going to be King Robb the Young Wolf. I imagine you've heard of him. And we are testing out the stream here and seeing how it works and seeing how our setup works. Let me know, of course, if how I sound and how the stream quality is and whether everything is lining up properly. Your feedback will be very valuable here for us doing this in the future. Once we have it set up, it's pretty easy just to sit down and do. It doesn't require like preparation, like making an episode or something like that. Which, by the way, Blackfish comes out tomorrow. Everybody, that's we're pretty excited for that to be ready to go. Okay, so let's get started here. I'm gonna hit play. Now we have the ruler designer installed. That's one of the DLCs that you can change your character, but we're not gonna mess with that. We're just gonna keep it simple for now. But that is a really fun option. Okay, so there's a lot of these different features. I'm going to probably just go with most of the defaults here. That you can save these rule sets so that you don't have to keep doing this every time. But I think everything the way it is fine, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
My settings might be different than yours.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is a Shaz rig here, so double checking that nothing's what I want to do. Yeah, this is good. Okay, yeah, I don't see anything different here. Everything looks right. I don't think I would play... Yeah, we like to play similar style games here. But as you can see, there's a lot of options here. The game is really well detailed. If you're not familiar with the game, it's pretty awesome. There's a lot of options here, as you can see. Whether or not rulers can voluntarily abdicate, whether or not there is how long it takes to colonize new areas, and we're not going to be doing any colonization in this game anyway, most likely. So that's why I'm skipping past most of these. But actually, I'm skipping past all of these. All right, we'll just go ahead and start. I don't think any of these need to be changed. Iron Man mode is like more hardcore, but this is a test stream. We're not too worried about getting all the features just right. Okay, so one of the big part of the games here is your... Yeah, we're not worried about that. It's just a little mod warning that we can skip past. This is just the intro screen. Gives you some of the basics about the game, but I'm basically explaining this as we go anyway. It reminds us that our culture and our religion are both really important. Every single character in this game has a reaction to every other character in this game on a scale of 100 to -100, and sharing culture and religion is like a boost to that closeness. You start off with a benefit there. And other things that can distract are like personality types. If you're greedy and they're giving, I forget what's the actual name of that one. Anyway, so there's a lot of different personality traits that affect how people react to you. I'm going to go ahead and go to that screen in a second here. We have a few basic things happening to start off with here. We have stuff that's all familiar. We have Stannis, talking about making his declaration that Joffrey and his brother and sister are abominations, and we get to either agree or declare it a lie. We're going to go ahead and play it the way it really happened and agree with Stannis and be like, yeah, of course, of course, they're bastards. And my name is Robb Stark of Winterfell. I refuse to bend my knee before the Lannister imposters. They must pay for the murder of my father, etc., here. Now, I laid with Jane Westerling, and she may be carrying my child. Do I risk angering the Freys to maintain her honor, or do I seek the best alliance to secure the war? Now, how about that? I actually get to choose, so I can undo Robb's mistake here. I'm gonna keep my promise and not get the Freys mad at me. And whatever Jane thinks, well, sorry. We're gonna be a little we're gonna do things a different way here, Robb. Okay, I don't know. So we'll see what effect that has. Up here we have in the corner we have just our speed of the game, and it pauses every time an event comes up. Gavin Westerling is in prison. I'm gonna put him in a nicer cell. Here I'd have the option to leave him where he is or put him in an even worse cell or put him in kind of house arrest. So I'm gonna put him under house arrest. We're gonna be somewhat nice. Okay, so let me go to the character screen. This is our character. We have 5 main traits: diplomacy, martial, intrigue, learning, and I skipped something. Stewardship, intrigue, and learning. And as you can tell, I have 0 intrigue. That's Rob Stark for you, I guess. Learning isn't so good. Stewardship is nothing special. Still pretty young, but he's awesome at war, and his diplomacy is pretty solid too. And that's just diplomacy is probably the most important stat. Arguably, these traits are kind of in order of how important they are in this game. It kind of depends, but also it really depends on what you're trying to do, and you can very much play very different styles of characters. You can play a great warrior type, / great general type. You can play a schemer. You can play a family man or woman. You don't only play male characters. You can play male or female characters pretty equally, and I guess it tilts a little bit male because of the inheritance rules, but you can change that. You can play Dorne, and then it wouldn't be a problem. Or you can change the laws. Maybe we'll change the laws.
I change the laws.
Shay always changes the laws. I often change the laws. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and choose an ambition here, which is this little thing here, and that's we're going to keep it simple, and we're going to try to win the war. That's a pretty obvious one, right? Let's try to win the war that we've gotten into here. Or maybe we should, our other choice would be to have a son. Actually, maybe we should try to have a son before we try to win. Then once we have a son, we can switch our new ambition to win the war. Maybe we can do both. Let's try to do that. Let's try to get a little slightly greedy here. Let's try to have a son, and if we're lucky, we can have a son and then set our ambition to win the war. It's not like we're not going to try to win the war anyway, but we're deciding what kind of bonuses we want to go for here. Now we get to use a focus. This is a personality sort of. You're kind of gearing your personalities towards certain options here, and it's going to impact our base stats and maybe some of our personality traits. I actually should mention the personality traits. This is where the game gets really diverse. You have this huge list of different personality traits and abilities.
You got to do love. You got to get fertility.
That's true. You're right. Since I've chosen that I want to do a son, Ashea is suggesting that I do one of the things that gives me a fertility bonus, which could be family. As you can see here, gives me a 12.5% bonus to family, as well as a health and diplomacy bonus. I could also choose seduction, which would give me +1 intrigue and 12.5% fertility. It's the same fertility and more sex appeal. Now, my intrigue is 0. It's really not my strength, but there's not much difference between going from 0 to 1. I'm pretty hopeless in that arena. Although, to be fair, if you look over here in the parentheses, this is your modified score on these stats. And what that does is it includes your counselors. You basically have a small council. No matter who you are, whether you're a High Lord or a King or someone lower, you have like a Master of Whisperers. That's on this page here. So you can see a Hand of the King, Master of Laws, Master at Arms, Master Coin. And they each contribute to your these stats in parentheses here. So you can see that my Marshal is really high. I have a 50 Marshal. And that's because my Master at Arms is Blackfish, and it's basically his 28 added to my 22, as you can see. And I think if I hover over it, it shows you that. Yeah, see, it says Rob 22, Counselors 28, so it shows you where that total comes from. And I believe you get some of your wife's abilities thrown in sometimes if she has. Yes, you can see Spouse +4. I think it's half of your spouse's skill there. So she has a 1 Marshal. So that shows she didn't contribute anything there, but she's contributing half of her diplomacy rounded down, so 4 here and 3 here and 1 here and 2 here. So she's not contributing very much at all. Rosalind is not very good, but that's okay. She is appealing, which makes her more attractive, and she's a family person, and she doesn't have any negative traits. I mean, she's craven, which isn't good, but that's at least something I can, you know.
We're playing with the Congenital Overhaul mod.
Oh, what's that?
We're playing with
We are playing. Oh, okay, we're playing with a mod called the Congenital. I'm seeing some of these comments here. I already have +1 sex appeal. Well, thanks for that. We're playing with Congenital. What's it called? Congenital Overhaul mod, which adds a lot of extra traits in here, none of which are shown here. But
I thought appealing was.
You're right. Appealing is one. It replaces attractive, which is there's a few different versions of the same thing.
Supplements attractive.
Yeah, there's different versions of attractive instead of just one attractive. So yeah, we also have options like stewardship, business, scholarship, theology. I think we're going to go ahead and choose family because we want the, like Ashea said, we do want that fertility. And these aren't set in stone. You can change these after a couple of years. And since we've decided that we want to have we've prioritized having a son and passing on our line, which makes sense, right? We are the king in the north. We want to secure the kingdom by having an heir. We decided to stick with Rosalind Frey, even though we were in love with Jane. Too bad. So we'll go ahead and choose family. That gives us a health and diplomacy bonus also. And like I said, diplomacy is probably the most important trait. So bumping that up is nice. We'll go ahead and see here. Hoster of the Trident has created the title High Lordship of the Trident. Yep, that's happened because we've formed a new kingdom here, and so yeah. Oh, and here comes immediately Balon is attacking us. So that's all the events are happening at once here at the beginning of the game. This is just a formality here. Everyone's happy that we're king in the north, etc. Now, one thing we need to take care of before we go forward is giving all our counselors their jobs. And I'll also run through a few of the other screens real fast. It's not CK2 unless children are being assassinated, says Frederick Bismarck. Yeah, that's right, that's right. Let's see. Okay, so we've got our Hand of the King is... who is our Hand of the King? Clay Serwin. Alright, that's cool. He's not bad. 13, that uses the stewardship skill, so he's an administrator. We're gonna let him oversee realm. That's kind of a generic command. And I'm gonna go ahead and set this thing in the corner here to show the realms. That changes the map, so we can see where all the kingdoms are visually. You can see right here. Since we're in the War of the Five Kings, all the kingdoms are doing their own thing. They're not necessarily all opponents of each other, but they're all acting independently at this point. And these are different armies that are deployed. Here's our army in green. This is an allied army, or our army in this case. Blue armies are allied. Green means it's ours. That means we have control over it. And these red armies are pretty small compared to our 34,391. And they're all enemies, but they're spread out in different places. And apparently we're going to be attacked by the Ironborn any second now. That hasn't actually happened yet, because we still have time frozen here on March 6th, 8299. Okay, so let's take care of the rest of these real quick. We want to... our options with our Master of Laws are to sow dissent, fabricate claims, improve diplomatic relations, or perform statecraft. We really want to improve diplomatic relations right now. I think is the only thing that really matters. We can't. So sowing dissent and fabricating claims really are for more of a peacetime thing. And statecraft also is similar. So we're going to make sure that our allies are in good shape. I think we're going to maybe send our Master of Laws over to the Vale and maybe try to see if we can have things go a little differently and get the Vale on our side at some point here. Because that's the closest source of help that we have a reasonable chance of coming to our side. We certainly have no chance of getting the Reach or the Stormlands or Dorne or the Iron Islands on our side. Well, I suppose we could be allied with the Stormlands, but only in a that we're not fighting each other type of situation, not that we're friends. Blackfish here is our Master of Arms, and we're going to set him to train troops, which is going to keep our... Actually, we're going to not assign him to anything so that we can use him as a general. We can use him in combat. That's what we really want to do. These are all the other guys we're going to give jobs to, but him, by not assigning him to any of these tasks, we keep him open as a commander in the field, which, since we already have all our troops out there and we're in the middle of the war, you can see why that'd be important. Master of Coin, we're going to set him to collect taxes, and it only allows us to set them in the territories that are directly under control. Our best territory is Winterfell itself, so we're just going to do this here. And this is going to give us an occasional boost in money, and that's going to help us pay for things, obviously. Master of Whispers is Roose. That's funny that we use him for that. That makes sense, though. We're going to send him to... what are we going to do with him? I guess we'll have him build Spy Network. He's pretty effective. We'll have him do that. We'll have him do that in King's Landing. We'll see how that goes. And one of the reasons I'm doing that is it's a little bit risky to send him there because it's somewhat enemy hostile territory. Is that we're not so worried about if Roose dies doing this, you know, that wouldn't be the worst thing because of his loyalties. But he is really good at it too. 29 is an absurdly high skill level there for a trait. So it also gives the fact that we're putting him in a dangerous spot well, he actually has the skill maybe to pull it off. Okay, this is straightforward here. Maester is just going to be activated, and we're going to have our priest perform good works here. This is a real generic command, and it just this is just good for our reputation. Improves our piety score, which is right here. And the high piety can give us bonuses, but we're pretty far away from having any piety bonuses with just a low skill like this. We're talking like hundreds and thousands. We need to get anything of value out of that. Okay, all right, so we're past a lot of that now, and we can let time start moving again. I'm going to speed it up a little. Actually, no, I'm not. We got to see what our disposition is here. We also have these minor titles that we can hand out. We want to go ahead and do that because it improves our relationships with a lot of these different characters, and it sets us up to be protected in certain cases, like you can see bodyguard here. I'm going to actually do my commanders first. Yeah, so you can see it's already got a lot of our commanders assigned, so actually I don't need to do that. All right, good, that's done. And Blackfish is not one of them. I guess we'll make him one of our bodyguards. How about that instead? Yeah, there we go. And we have designated regent. We'll go ahead and see. We're not gonna have Hoster be a designated regent. He is almost at it. He's already kind of out of action here. Ill and infirm. We don't want Roos. We don't trust him. Wyman. We do trust Wyman. We saw how he was when the chips were down. We'll go ahead and choose him. He's a good solid choice. He's a good schemer, but we can trust him. He's deceitful, but proud and patient and kind, and gluttonous. Hey, how about that? What a surprise. We'll go ahead and pick him for that. And Keeper of the Swans. These are some generic little things that give small bonuses. As you can see, I'm not going to bother to describe them. They're all just nice little subtitles you can give to your court. And the most important thing it does is improves your relationships with them. And you can see these relationships here with these numbers on the side. And the higher the better, as you said. The red means it's a bad relationship. Green means it's good. 100 is the highest it can be. And when you have a great relationship with them like that, a lot of good things happen. If they're your vassal, they give you more taxes and more troops when you ask for them, and they won't scheme against you, and they'll help you do your schemes and things like that. And that's pretty darn fun. Okay, so which one are we doing here? I'm doing Master of the Horse. I'll just give that to him. Master of the Hunt. Give that to. We'll give something to Roos. We'll keep him happy. High Almoner. That's giving away money. And see this silver circle around them means they're a lord. If I scroll down farther, you see lower level lords, and then below that, these people without titles. I'm not worried about people without titles too much. I'm mostly worried about keeping other lords happy. In this case, we'll go ahead and give one to just someone at the top here. We'll give this one to Wyman also. Make sure he really likes this. And then our cupbearer. How about we'll give that to John, to the Great John, because even though we don't need the loyalty, we can just really trust him. The 100 loyalty is great. Okay, now we're moving again, and yeah, so people are asking what kind of character I would make through the ruler designer. Yeah, one of these days we might do that.
No, I think he was talking about Mountain Blade.
Oh, Mountain Blade. Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I would. I'll definitely play Mountain Blade one of these days as well. Okay, we have Tytos Brax here. We're in captivity. As we do in the timeline. We have Tion Frey. Yep. Being merciful with our prisoners. Jaime Lannister. No, the Lannister can stay where he is. We're not taking any chances with him. Jaime Lannister staying well trapped in here. Okay, so what do we do with this big ass army? We can try to do some of the things that Rob did that made sense, and try to erase some of the mistakes. But we have that problem as well, which is this: the Iron Islands is attacking us. Okay. Perhaps we should seek help from neighboring realms and ask them, who can the Night's Watch could be called to our aid? What is that doing? No. I mean, they would really do that? I don't think we want to call the Night's Watch to our aid. We can handle this ourselves. Maybe we should have done that, but I'm not going to. We are too proud. All right, so I think what we need to do is we probably need to split our army up here. This is a really large army. And we need to send some of it back. So we're gonna go ahead and break it apart. Oops, not do that, not disband. We are going to do this command, which is new unit. And we're gonna go ahead and make we get to use this arrow button to move these new to move one unit over to this new army we're making. You see the totals up here. So we're going to try to make a balanced army here, and each of these is a levy from a different spot in the north or the Riverlands. You know, like this is some of Lord Roderick's guys, some of Lord Wyman's guys, etc., etc. And each of these different. Oh, is it really happening already? Oh, cool. This guy wants to take the black. I don't even know who this guy is. Well, go ahead. Yeah, go right ahead, dude. I give you leave to go. Yeah, I'm gonna pause it again. There is a fight going on there, huh? That's cool. That's what we want. We want our enemies fighting each other. Okay, so continue to make this happen here. We're gonna split Roos's army apart. That's good, right? We don't want to keep them in half. All right, so we got 11,000 and 23,000. We're gonna do a little more splitting than that. Move a little more over there. Balance it a little more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 18 and 15, or 16 and 18, basically. That'll do. And Brendan Blackfish will control this one and stay here. And Rob is gonna go north and see what can be done. Yeah. Blackfish, meanwhile, is going to hold the south as best as he can. And we're going to take up a position. Maybe we're going to try to pick off some of these smaller armies. So we'll try and move south here. Rob's army's got farther to go. Okay. It says Sansa's now. All right. Rickon was. Oh, it says Rickon was murdered. Of course, this is the game fooling us. I think this is the fake. I think this is the fake out, but it might be the real death of them. I don't know. We'll see.
Is it say for Bran too, or just Rickon?
It just
must, I guess.
Yeah, it said. It did say both of them. Yeah. Yeah, and here's the little storyboard parts here telling us what happened, and it gives us the option here to legitimize Jon or not. How cool! And Catelyn says, don't do it. And we say, and our option is to do it. Now, the game is giving us, we'll change Jon's status, and Catelyn will like us less, which isn't a big deal.
How good is Jon?
Yeah, good question. Shay wants me to look at how good Jon is. Jon is similar to us. He's got a little higher stewardship, a little lower martial, no diplomacy, or no intrigue, rather, and the same learning. He does have... And he has a dire wolf, just like we do. Yeah. He does. He have Longclaw, yeah. But the thing is, the game is we would lose 100 prestige, which is a lot, and lose 50 piety, which is a pretty good chunk. And this would actually give us a bonus. And I think since we've already decided to work on our own heritage, I think we can go ahead and take our benefit here.
You're leading troops, but
yeah. Yeah. So we're. That's true. Well, we're marching north. Hopefully, we can get our wife pregnant on the way. So let's take a chance here, and especially since this is, yeah. All right. So for people who are just joining us again, we're playing a game called Crusader Kings 2, and it's modified. We've got some downloaded content to make it set in Westeros, and we're having fun with that. This is something we're going to do from time to time, and we're just testing it out. But also, we're chatting and having a good time and hanging out. Okay, so the wall, we can't help the wall. They can handle their, it loses our, well, we can say we're helping, but we may not actually help. We'll just tell them we're helping. It's not very nice of us, but we'll do what we can.
We're pulling a Cersei.
Okay. Blackfish moving around. Oh, we can go there. My courtier Walder. This is little Walder here. Heh, eat and beat him out. We're gonna try to make him. We'll just pray. We'll take the piety here. We'll just pray for a little Walder. We don't really care about what happens to him. We don't like those little Walders. Yeah. All right. Here comes Blackfish beating on a small army with his almost 16,000. We're reliving the War of the Five Kings here, folks. Look at that. He just slaughtered 88 Lannister soldiers without taking a casualty. Now he's going to try to get these guys. We're going to assign co-generals to go with him. Hostine And Maldrek, Lord of D. I've never heard of this guy, but we're going to use him. Lady Lyessa of Widow's Watch has provided me with proof that Lord Roderick of the Rills has been viciously slandering me. We're not too worried about that. Yeah. And I need to assign my generals up here. I forgot to do that. Rob is leading it, but he's got help. The sword icon indicates that they're leading an army or helping to lead an army. We're making the Skagosi Lord is going to be commanding our right here, and our left is going to be commanded by Roderick Riswell, Lord of the Rills. All right, and Blackfish is still chasing this army down. Oh, now here's a big army. There's an army of Sir Forley Prester. Okay, we are stopping. We're canceling our move there, and we're going to do a cautious retreat now. We'd be outnumbered. So we want to back off. Meanwhile, Rob is still moving north because the Iron Islands are doing their thing. So far, we don't see their armies anywhere. Maybe we can beat them there. We might, yeah. We'll see where we're at with these other forces. Raiders of Har. Ah, the Brotherhood without banners here. That's funny. They're attacking the Crown lands there. Yeah, these Westerlands armies. It looks like they're making their way towards King's Landing. And yeah, look, there's Stannis' armies. We got 10,000 of Stannis' troops here, and another almost 19,000 right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of see if we can get sort of close to the action without getting too close, and maybe let them mess each other up and then attack them afterwards. What do you guys think? You agree, right? Yeah, of course you agree. Yes, everyone agrees with this plan. Okay, we're also, in the meantime, looks like we're besieging this castle, but that's really not what our intention is. That's what this icon means. We're going to circle around the God's Eye, come down south, and see what happens. Oh, there's a big army. Army of Willman. Who are these guys? Oh, this is Jocelyn Bywater's army. Okay, that's interesting.
Some captains.
Yeah. Where did Stannis' armies go? These guys are... Yep. Okay. Sticking to our territory for now. Letting things develop. Letting Stannis and Tywin fight each other, just like Rob intended. If not for the Battle at Stone Mill.
Where are you up north?
Yeah, let's see what's keeping... Let's keep an eye on our guys here. Keep them marching here. Rob Stark marching north. Marching to Moat Cailin. We don't see the Greyjoys anywhere. So far, they haven't been so bad. It's just a distraction. There's a very small... There's tiny little Theon's army. I guess is what that is.
There's 140 Greyjoy ships.
Oh, I imagine they just have soldiers on them.
They only have 14,000.
Mm-hmm. This is thirsty work. The War of Five Kings made many people thirsty.
My acquaintance.
Yeah, well, that's a little Tion Frey, who's our captive. Okay, look at this. We've got these guys are fighting, and we're gonna swoop in and give them a good thwacking. We've got a large edge here. If we can catch them before they leave, they're gonna get there where they're going on the 12th of September. Yeah, we're gonna beat them there, and we're gonna have an encounter here. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to cancel that. We're going to back off because we see this army heading around. Oh, no, it's headed for King's Landing. Okay, that's fine. We would have been okay. But we also don't want to lose troops, like Rob said. We don't want to just... We want to be very cautious because we have fewer men overall. And we only want to get into battles that we can really smash. We would have won that battle, but we would have also taken a lot of casualties. And it's possible one of these other armies would have come up to join them before we could have finished it.
Only a couple spaces away.
Yeah.
Two.
So we're still going to keep our distance and continue. Oh, there we go. There they are. There are the there those Greyjoys are. They're attacking the Freylands here. We're coming back, see if we can take them. We've lost a few men because we don't have enough supply. That's what this skull means here, is that there isn't enough supply in this territory. So we're gonna obviously try to get out of there as fast as possible. And if these guys are still there, we've got a nice numerical advantage on them, and that'll really help our efforts there. A lot going on at once though over here. Oh, look at that big battle. Oh, that's not good for. What's that?
Do you not have any ships you could have raised to help?
Doesn't look like there's a lot of ships. There's a few. Yeah, that's the same ships, I think.
Yeah. I just meant like your total when you go to the military screen. Yeah. Raise them all.
No, we have hardly any. 33 total.
Oh, okay.
Not many. Okay, so this army is.
Hoster died.
Hoster died. How about that? Right on schedule, huh? Edmure is now a lord. And what is he doing with himself? Hey, we're Edmure's heir right now. He still isn't married because we actually followed through on our promise, so he didn't have to marry Rosalind Frey. We married Rosalind Frey instead. And it looks like we're about to have a battle here. Looks like we're going to catch the Greyjoys before they can get anywhere. Here comes Robb with 18,000 against 11,500 Greyjoys, led by King Balon himself, it says, which obviously isn't. It's a little different than what we would have seen from the books, but this game's going to be a little different in a lot of ways like that. This will be a little what if. Okay. Meanwhile, Blackfish is keeping his respectful distance of these larger armies, and this fog means we can't exactly see everything. We're going to move down over here, see if we can get a better view. We're going to get there in just a second. And what are we going to see? What's it going to be? Nothing. Okay. Oh, we can see this big army over here that's still lurking around. 27,000. We definitely cannot fight that. Where did Stannis' armies go? I hope he... Yeah. Okay. In the meantime, did we reach here yet? Oh, good. We're in the midst of this battle here. Looks like we're winning pretty handily. You can see this bar. That's his side's morale. We haven't even taken too many casualties. Yeah, we're still helping you guys. Yeah, we're still helping the Night's Watch. Yeah.
What options do you have with Stannis?
Good question. Let's see what happens with this battle first. Looks like we are really pummeling them now. Some of them have run away, but we've done heavy damage to them. That's a great thing. We might be able to dispose of a large portion of the Greyjoy army early on in this part of the war. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, we lost 783 men and killed 5,200. That's a very excellent ratio. And it says that we already have a 33% war score in our war against Balon. So if we get that to 100, that means the war is going to automatically end. So what we're going to do here is we're going to chase after this army. This is the rest of his troops. They're fleeing south, and we're going to follow them to try to wipe the rest of them out. Meanwhile, with the Blackfish, these armies are too big for us, but they seem to have split up. Ah, there's one of Stannis' armies. There's Lord Alistair. This army looks like it might be chasing after this one. And what we can do is maybe stay right where we are and keep an eye on it, because while we're sitting here, we're also besieging this small castle here.
Yeah.
And that's a small win. That's at least slightly useful. And are we going to catch these Greyjoys? Oh, boy, I hope so.
Troops are fairly close.
Yeah, we're going to besmirch those Ironborn. That's right. Hardy Brian, definitely what we're doing here. Yep, Tyrell wants us to send Balon to the Dreadfort for flaying. Well, if we capture him, I think that's a fine idea. We do not take kindly, because we still think our brothers are dead at this point. Oh, they barely got away, but we're going to keep chasing them. Okay, keep an eye. Blackfish's army has grown a little bit. That's cool.
there an organizer you could put in the middle?
Good question. Yeah, can we have someone else who's a little... Brendan is an organizer. That's cool.
Oh, cool.
He's the only one. Oh, that's a good idea. We can swap them.
Yeah.
We can go ahead and do something highly unrealistic, but totally allowable in this game, which is to switch the commanders. We'll go ahead and make Brendan the commander of this pursuing army, and this besieging army will be taken over by Rob. Because Brendan has this bonus here in his traits, as we can click on him and see. This is called Organizer, and that makes the army that he's leading move 20% faster. So, perfect for chasing down fleeing Greyjoys. Haha. Let's do that. Everybody, prepare to watch more Greyjoys die. This is a slaughter. Almost 18,000 against 5,000, already unhappy, depleted, and low morale. Oh, but we beat them again. Now we go chase them again. Oh, he's going here. We can cut him off. He's trying to go here. We can stop him, and then we can go there. And now he has nowhere to go. And we're still trying to take this little castle here with Rob. And this is their defense slowly running out. Yep, we're going to take this castle pretty soon. In the south, what's happening? We're looking around, and we see that Tywin here has a very large army still, and we don't really have a solution for that in the short term. But if we can recombine our armies, we have that going for us. And it looks like we did catch the troop this time. Good job, Blackfish. We're going to smash them hard here. We can see these. The numbers are changing quickly. Our soldiers are hardly dying at all, and theirs are dropping like flies. Sorry, Greyjoys. And this siege is almost done. All right, look at that. 3,335 Greyjoys down. Only 100 casualties on our side. The war score is to 51%. We might be able to pull this off. There's a little extra tax revenue, which we needed because we were slowly losing money funding this war effort. Something we haven't really talked about, but money definitely matters in this game. We are about to take this castle. We might get a little bit of money from it. That'll help. Now... Yep, we took the first part of the castle there. We're going to continue to follow this army. And that way now our two armies are close together again. And we're not too worried about what's happening up in the north. What do we have here? Somebody scheming. Lord Rorge of Blackpool. What is he trying to do? What is he pulling off here? He is... What is his ambition? He wants to buy... No, he wants to buy loyalty from somebody. We want to tell him to stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Siege of Frogpool complete. Alright, so a little bit more money. We got 9 gold. Small amount of prestige. Okay, now here comes a big army. That's good. We're going to be able to trap them. He can't see this army up here. So once it comes here to relieve this siege, these two armies will be engaged, and then Rob's army will come in, and we'll have an overwhelming superiority. So we're going to check the date here. April 2nd. That's 2 days, so we can already start marching. Oh, they pulled away because they saw it coming. Okay. Now we can. Now they're running away. All right, that's fine. We've already finished this territory off, so we can go ahead and come after them and move south and see what we can do. See if we can catch any of these smaller armies while they're still busy fighting some of Stannis' armies. See if we can't pull something off here. As of yet, I don't see any hostile Reach armies. One afternoon, your wife comes over to you and begs a private word. She allows that you allow her to take one of her serving girls as her handmaiden. I don't see why not. What? I'd lose prestige for that. Why would I lose prestige for that?
She's a peasant.
Oh, she's a peasant. I see. Oh well, but it would make my wife happier, and I really need her. The happier she is, the more likely she is to get pregnant. Oh, and this woman has a melodious voice. No wonder my wife likes her. Okay, well, my wife only has Rosalind only likes me 21, and we really would prefer to have it a lot higher than that. So I guess we're gonna do this so we can We really need to have that son. And if not a son, a daughter will be just fine, but we'd like to have several kids, really. So, all right, we'll take the prestige hit and suffer. Okay, we're pressing the issue here. They have 26,000 troops right here. We have 34,000 up here, but that's still, we would still take huge casualties, and that's not what we're all about, especially since we're fighting 2 to 3 wars at once here. So we're just going to sit here and take these easy castles while they flounder around and kind of wait to see what they do. Because we really don't exactly know what's going on with Stannis, right? We don't know what's going on with Stannis, so we have to see.
Oh yeah, you were going to see what kind of diplomatic things you could do with him.
Oh yeah, let's see. Yeah, exactly. Let's go ahead and click on. Let's go ahead and click on the Stormlands here. Hi there, Stannis. Offer non-aggression pact. All right, well, he will not agree to that. Okay. Arranged marriage. We do not have anyone to. Oh wait, do we have a betrothal we can do? There's nothing. There's no options here, is there? Can we arrange Shireen to anyone? Is there someone we can do here? No, not really. Shireen can marry Blackfish. That'll do, right? Yeah. Surprisingly, they won't agree to that. Somehow. Well, if we could have a son, maybe that'll be better. Our son will be pretty young compared to Shireen. So this is probably not going to happen. But in any case, it's fun to look at these options. But I guess we don't really have much we can do with Stannis. We just have to hope he doesn't lose too badly to Tywin. He's got similar stats to us. He's got more intrigue than we do.
A bunch
more
more troops than you over there.
What's that?
Now they've got like.
Yeah, they do. But they're this army is running away from something, and there's still, looks like Stannis has around over at least 10 or 11,000 down there. Okay, what are you gonna do, Lannisters? There's a Tyrell army over here, a Sir Alistair that is in a different Tywin. That's not Tywin Lannister. There's another Tyrell army. What? Yeah, what's our diplomatic options with the Tyrells? That's another question that I need to answer here. Where is Garden? Hi there, Mace. What is going on with you? Pursue a same-sex lover? We're going to try to seduce Mace? That's not really what I had in mind. Also didn't know that would be an option here. That's a new command as far as I've seen. Okay, so there's really no betrothal we can do here either, I suppose. Is there a... He doesn't know. None of these are... Look at all these Tyrells. Normand, Raymond, Alla, Lucas, Luthor, Laurent, Lionel, Leona, Aemon. No, Aemon is a Costain. That is a lot of Tyrells. I don't suppose there's a great solution here either.
Well, after you have kids or get someone back. Get
yeah.
Rickon or Arya or Sansa.
Marjorie is married to Martin Lannister.
Oh. That's not a...
Renly is dead already. Yeah, Stannis did his thing, so that's already, we're in that timeline still. So but that's odd that she married Martin Lannister instead. So not Joffrey or anything. Yeah. So let's check on Joffrey then. Who is Joffrey married to?
Watch out for your troops.
He's still betrothed to Sansa. That's hilarious. We're still on pause. Yeah, okay, Willem, that's fine. Yeah, sure, Willem can be there. Okay, so we're still besieging these two castles here. Look at this. This is Salador San here with...
That's a good 10,000.
Yeah, that's interesting. It says Lord Leo of the Reach. Well, this is we're gonna have. I think our strategy is definitely working out here. We're gonna sit back and let these guys fight each other. Doesn't look like anything terrible is happening to our other. Well, there's some disloyalty. Some of these folks are independent up here. They are not necessarily a part of our kingdom anymore.
There's the little Greyjoy forest sieging.
I see that. I do see that.
Also your troops.
Oh, and there's an army up here.
34 is
there's a Greyjoy army. A Victarion is way up there.
Right below you. I don't know if you saw that.
34k is right below us. Where is it going? Right now it's going to Rawlingford, which is here. But that is a little scary. So we're probably going to have to pull back. How much farther do we have on this one? We have not long. Yeah, we have. No, it's still going to take more than a month.
Can't you push it? Is that close for that one?
Yeah, we could, but that would still cost a lot of men. I'm not sure we're going to do that. It's not. I don't know if that is worth it. It would be pretty easy for them to take it back after we left it. All right, we're going to go ahead and withdraw here. I'm going to also look to see if we have any more additional soldiers we can muster in the north now. I don't think we do, but let us check on that. Because if we do, then that would be very helpful in fighting off this smaller army of Victarians up here in the north. No, we do not have anything else we can do. Okay, so we're back to where we were. That army of Victarians up there is a bit pesky, but it's only 3,000 men. That's not that dangerous. We're definitely more concerned about this gigantic Lannister army. Yes, thank you, Maester Lowen. Maester Lowen is telling us what a good job he's doing, and we agree with him. We have... Who is that? Stannis' army there. No, that is Salador Sans. We are sick. Robb Stark is sick. He has the flu. That is... We need to be... Okay, here he comes. On the 24th of August, this army is going to reach here. Now, what do we have the option of... Can we get away before he gets there? Yes, we can escape before he gets there. And we also will be able to take this castle before he gets there and then move this army as well. Okay, what is going on here? Blackfish is going to duel somebody? It's going to duel this guy? We cannot have our guys dueling in war, no. None of that. Stop dueling, you fools. We're at war. Silly subordinates. Alright. We have this big army of Ser Daramond and others trying to chase us, but it's losing men as it's walking around because it's too big. So we're going to try to use that to our advantage. And we're almost about to, and we're about to take this castle here, the castle at Birch Hall. We've done it. Okay, that's done just in time. And now we can run away with this army. Which way can we run to get away? Or can we? Is it too late? Oh, that's interesting. We're going to... This is the same day. Or can we go here even faster? Yes, we can go this way and get away. Alright. And this army, meanwhile, is going to shadow just in case we do get in conflict. We'll be able to bring our two armies together. Obviously, we don't want them to be separated if the worst thing possible happens. We're going to lead them on a little chase. Head towards Harrenhal. While they continue to lose troops due to lack of supply. And they're pausing to take back that castle, and they did do that, and then they're heading back south. Well, that's interesting. Okay. So that might mean they're heading back to deal with Stannis again. What's going on at King's Landing? Yeah, Stannis' army is still at King's Landing. How interesting. That is exactly what we wanted. We still want to get them to fight each other rather than us. So what we're going to definitely do is have Blackfish sit here because he's the fast army, and we're going to go ahead and get these pesky Ironborn off of our spots and maybe fight these disloyal vassals of our own, such as the Dairies. Get them back on our side. Am I right? Well, yeah, why don't I just let my generals try to kill each other? I should do that. Yeah, Monica suggests I try the errands. Yeah, let's see how that's looking. Can we get a diplomatic solution here? We'll let them see if they want to join our kingdom as a vassal. They aren't into that, which is not surprising. There is no... I don't see any sort of arrangement we can make. There's no quality betrothal we can make at this point. Robert, we do not have a good marriage partner for Robert. Yeah, we do not have any descendants. Come on, Rob, get your wife pregnant. Yeah, Shay suggests I stop having him lead troops. That's a good idea. We're gonna remove him.
I don't know how much it reduces the likelihood of making babies, but it might be like completely.
Yeah, it might make a huge difference. So we're gonna go ahead and take Rob off of command. We're gonna let Hostine be the commander of the center, and bring in Sir Shale as well here. And Rob, get to baby making, fool. Secure your kingdom. It's the year 8300 and you still don't have a baby. You did live longer than your book counterpart, at least. We've already gotten you past the point of the Red Wedding in the timeline. How about that? Stannis is still alive. Tywin's still alive as far as we know. Let's double check on that.
Walder alive?
Yeah, is Walder Frey still alive? That's another good question. All right, let's do a little checkup here. Who is still alive? Edmure is still alive. Edmure has gotten married. Edmure has married Sorella Sand. Excuse me? Sorella Sand is astute and appealing. Well, no wonder he married her. She is not yet pregnant or anything.
He got the better deal than you did out of all that.
I tell you what, that is true. That is cool though. I guess maybe that Dorne can potentially be. What is going on with the main people in Dorne? What is Dorne doing? Arianne, is she married to anybody? Arianne Martell is married to Oberyn. That's funny. The Red Viper married Arianne. How about that? Yep, that's.
I think Arianne married the Red Viper.
Quentin is married to Deanna of the Sand Ship. Okay, Deanna. What house is that? That is Deanna.
There's nothing. This is of the Sand Ship.
Okay, yeah, that's just a random old house. Cow. All right then. All right then. That's interesting. And Stannis still only has Shireen. He's married to Selyse. That's all right. Let's see what's happening with the Lannisters. Who's alive there? Tywin is still alive. We still have Jaime in captivity, and that's not changing. Cersei is being Cersei. Joffrey, Myrcella, and Tommen are all alive. Tyrion is being Tyrion. I see nothing going on with him in particular. Look at those great traits. 20 diplomacy, 24 intrigue, 19 learning, 15 stewardship. Not very good at combat, but that seems about right. Look at all these soldiers all close together, and none of them are ours. That's exactly what we want. Everyone fight each other except us. Okay, so we have the game paused right now, as you can see. Yeah, Rob, that could be the case. Rob, we have Ambush in the Dark says plot twist. Rob is shooting blanks. That could absolutely be the case. You have hidden traits and fertility scores and stuff you can't see about your character, and it's entirely possible that Rob Stark just is shooting blanks. We'll find out. We do have, as you can see, we do have Greywind here. It just says a direwolf, but that's Greywind. We know who that is. Sansa is still at King's Landing. I wish we could do a hostage swap, but that doesn't. I don't think that's an option. And we're not offering peace to Joffrey. That's not an option either. What about the Greyjoys here? King Balon, Asha and Theon are still out there. Victarion and Euron is in Pentos, it says. Victarion is still in the north. Balon is around. Hopefully we can capture him. Capture him? Alright, here's a couple of smaller armies that we can try to pick off while we're letting them fight each other in the south still. I agree with you there, AD Vapid Kudos. I didn't want to get too close to the armies when they were split apart because they were too close together, even though they weren't. Even though they were smaller, they were still close to each other. Our illness is passed. That's good. That might help us with the breeding. Okay. The army, the big army is fighting another small army down there in the south. That's not great, but at least it chips away at them. There's a couple of different armies of Stannis's. Family first. Yes, yes, yes. Sansa and Robb love each other. How about that? Aw. Okay. We beat that small Greyjoy army again, but we didn't capture anyone or anything like that. Here's a smaller Lannister army. We can pick that one off, hopefully. What is going on in the north? We still have Victorian slowly attacking. It's a Weeping Bay. Well, oh well. That's too bad for us. We'll get it back if we beat up all these other Greyjoy armies in the south. Brynden is slowly taking Harrenhal. I don't know if that's really in our best interest, but it's a good spot for him to kind of keep an eye on things. And this army's trying to get away. Let's chase after it. King Joffrey. We are slightly winning our war with King Joffrey. We got to do better than that. Got to do a lot better than that. Got to do a lot better than that. Okay. Keep going. Charity work going well. That's always nice to hear. In the midst of war, we're still doing charity work in the north as Greyjoys are wandering around our countryside. Okay, so we lost that small territory up there. That's what this is telling us. And that's too bad for us, but it's not a big deal. The small army can't do that much damage up there. Yep. We don't see the big army. I wonder where it is. I don't think we're not going to sit here long enough to take Harrenhal. That's not a really good option. So let's move closer and see what we can do. Maybe we'll have an opportunity if we get closer. We certainly won't have an opportunity if we're too far away. We're going to go ahead and swoop in and see what it's looking like. Okay, so far so good. Legalize slavery in Qohor. Okay then, that's good to know, but does not directly affect us at this point. We're sticking close to the God's Eye over here, while our other army moves in. This is the castle we just lost. We're going to take it back. It's only got 94 people. We're going to quickly snatch it back again. Good for our war score, and good for our morale, and gives us a little bit of money. How about over here? We're going to move closer this direction, whoops, towards our other army and towards that other area of Fog of War. Looks like that big army might have headed south. That would be great for us. It has not given us the option for the Golden Company yet. Oh, look at that. Here is Aegon Targaryen. Ha! Well, I guess he's probably got the Golden Company. Yep, he does. Do we stand behind him or say he's dead? He is dead. That's a mummer strike. We haven't heard from Daenerys at all. I guess that works though because she's supposed to be behind him. So yeah, we're not buying it. We're not buying this. Not at all. He's a mummer's dragon. That is our take at this point. Yep, still looking good here. I do not see. There's a 14,000 army. It's coming for. Oh, there's the full army. Is it going to get to us first? January 25th. What's happening here? 37,000. January 25th. January 22nd. January 18th. Yes, we will escape. And then we're going to have to move together to get away again. This will be interesting. We're being chased. I think they're coming up here because we took that one little castle again. It's like a this is why we didn't want to lose soldiers, because if we get trapped like this, we're in big trouble. All right, what's it going to do? Is it going to take its castle back and then run away again? What did he do? Let's stay right here. He didn't move anywhere. Okay, that's good. I don't see him marching up right behind us. He changed his mind. He's going back south again. Thanks for that, AI. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, good question about Stannis. I wonder if we can look at the screen here. Where is the ledger that shows us all the different wars that are happening right now? Claimants, our titles, wars going on at the moment. Cold Moat War, Free Folk Invasion, Ironborn Invasion. Where is it on this list? Aegon, Mace. Where is that war score? There it is. Stannis. Stannis' war for the Iron Throne. Stannis is at minus 51% war score. So yeah, he's doing very badly. I don't suppose that'll Sissel. His outlook has changed enough that he'll want to ally with us. But we may as well give it a shot. But I don't think so. This is Stannis after all, right? But we also just don't have much. We still don't have much means for. Now he doesn't want to offer even a non-aggression pact. Stannis. Stannis. Okay. Yep. Looks like these armies are chasing Stannis into the south. And there's not much we can do about it. We still are just smaller. Alright, well. I wish we could have captured Balon. And thus been able to end that war quickly. But it looks like they're maybe heading south to deal with the Golden Company. Maybe the Aegon's invasion. Maybe that's why they're rushing south. That's awesome. If we wait a little bit longer and they get a little bit farther south, we can strike at King's Landing. And wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, we'll go ahead and take this one real quick. And move south. Yeah, we'll move both of our armies south. What do you guys think? Go for King's Landing? If we get the shot, of course. Yeah. Rob takes King's Landing. That's got a nice ring to it, but we're not there yet. It looks like the Night's Watch is doing really well against Mance Raider. Look at that, 93%. King Mance the Handsome. That's his nickname now. Love it. Your Grace, I'm deeply hesitant to ask, but the coffers of your loyal subject are running dry. Placate him with flattery. Yeah, we are not giving them money right now. And we can do that because of our high diplomacy skills, it says, and we're going to do that. Continue to advance towards King's Landing. Nope, he's coming back for us. We drew him back in. That's what we didn't want to do. We have the Lannister armies just can't make up their minds because they're surrounded by us and perhaps Aegon's army, and maybe I didn't wait long enough for them to go farther south because they've come back, and now they're fighting a small Reach army. Is that a Reach army? Are they at war with the Reach too? Well, that's also great news. Sansa Stark died of pneumonia! Oh my goodness! That is big news and very sad as well. Wow, poor Sansa. Joffrey has come of age. And now he has no bride. I wonder who he'll marry now. Wow, that's something. So who's our heir now? Our heir is Rickard Karstark. Yeah, we really gotta get Rosalind pregnant. Come on, Rosalind. We gotta bribe her. Thing only 36. Okay, yeah, we gotta do that. We gotta give her an honor. Make her court jester. No, she's not gonna like that. we wanna give her some money. 15 gold. Temporarily improve her opinion of us by 34. That's like almost double. So that's well worth it. Yeah, we really need to take care of that problem. That is a significant issue. This army of Tywin keeps coming after us. We keep running away, and it can't chase us forever. And we're just going to give it the slip again, because it's a faster army. Or we have the faster army, rather. Thank you, Blackfish. Priest Royce is demanding money, but we cannot afford it right now, so he's going to like us less, but oh well. That's too bad for him. We can handle our priest not liking us as much. Yes. Hey, everybody. Good to see you guys. Hey, John. Yep. R.I.P. Worst Stark, of course. Sorry, Stephanie. Scared you there. It was tragic news, though, right? Sansa dying. What are you going to do? That's my sister we're talking about here. Okay, so we tried to run away from this army again, and I don't know if we're doing the same pattern of it. We run far to the north, and it turns around and heads back south again. Right now, I think it's in this area of Ranet, which is where the Fog of War is, so we can't exactly see it. It looks like the blue areas are growing over here, which is bad. That means less of the Riverlands is under our control, and that is not good. We may have to focus on getting our own kingdom in hand and let the others continue to fight each other. But it would be a shame to miss an opportunity to attack King's Landing or a Lannister army when we have, you know, not have the chance because we're not near it while they're all fighting each other. So, well, we'll just have to keep going and see what happens. Yeah, where is Arya? I hear you, John. Busy with school. That's Shea is the same. Busy with school as well. Looks like we lost another army up there, or another spot up in the north to May 31st, May 21st. Ooh, that's not good. Is he going to catch us finally? Oh no, he's going. Where is this guy going? Is he going to Antlers? Oh, he is going to Antlers. Well, we might have been caught finally here. Let's see if we can go to here faster. May 29th, and he's coming May 21st. Yeah, we're going to get caught. How about that? What if we go here? May 27th. Nope. Okay, then. Well, we better dig in, and this army's going to come to our rescue. How long is it going to take to get there?
Is Blackfish on the other army? Or in the...
I know we can switch it to Blackfish. I don't think that'll matter because it's too close anyway, but we should switch. Let's see, what good does that do us at this point? It changed it to... Nope, not fast enough. So we definitely want Brendan in the army that's going to come help us. So, come save us, Brendan. This is a big showdown that we did not actually want, but we can win. Okay, we're fighting, and I think this army might be too far away to come help in time. That's going to be too bad, but maybe we won't take too many casualties. That's a bummer. Yeah, it's not going too badly. Run away, everybody! And now we do not want them to come help us, because they're not going to get there in time. They're going to get there on the 14th. Yeah, that's not going to be soon enough, so stop.
You want them ready to go wherever you escaped to.
I don't know where they're going to go to. Okay. Ooh, that's bad. We lost a lot of soldiers. 10,000 men. Ooh, disaster. That's not good. Alright, so this army is retreating to Deddington. Wait, yeah, which is where we are now already. Okay. Let's see what happens.
Now you're at minus 18%. You are at 18%. That was a big problem.
Yeah. Alright. What's going to happen now? Do we have any other of these allies who are going to help us too, potentially? Will they get away? It's only a few days away now. Oh my goodness, look at the size of that monstrous army. We're in trouble. We have a size 22,000 army that is now going to combine itself. These armies are going to merge. It'll allow me to do that. Blackfish leading. How soon will they get here? On around the 29th. Can we get away? Yes, we can. That's what we should do. We cannot win. We must run. Run away. We did not run away. They beat us after all. This is not good. Oh, we might be winning though. It's a close battle. Our morale is holding greater. How about that? There's our center broke, and yeah, well, how about that? An interesting result. We are going to lose though. We almost managed to pull it out despite that. Ooh, goodness. That is a shattering defeat. We just got our butts kicked big time. And that's not so good. So what we're going to have to do is run to the north and see if we can at least beat the Greyjoys and try to survive, because that was a disaster. Not so good. We're losing more men to desertion as we run away. We're down to 4,000 men, whereas before we had 30-something thousand.
Yeah, you need money to hire mercenaries, but you don't have money.
Oh, did Blackfish die too? I think Blackfish might be dead also, or he may have been captured. Let's see. Oh, he's been captured. Yeah, he's been captured.
Yeah.
10? Okay, yeah, we'll pay 10 to get Blackfish back. That's cheap.
Tywin the Grey Lion.
Tywin the Grey Lion is his name now, huh? Okay.
You're at -70%.
Yeah, this war is pretty much unwinnable. We'd have to have a miracle at this point. Unless they just ignore us for a while and it allows us to regain our strength. That is one slender hope. We can make Blackfish back as here once we... Oh, he hasn't actually redo. Okay, there we go. Put him back in his position. We will have him train troops.
Did he end up going to...
Yeah, alright. Yes, yes. Moving north. Continuing. No good. No good. Okay, but but everyone important is alive except for Sansa, who died of pneumonia. And we can still father a darn child. That is just not going well at all, is it? We have the family traits, everything. We have the motive, the ambition to have a son. And we've bribed our wife. But that did not work. Look at this siblings list for Rosalind Frey. So funny. Massive list. Stella Bella Love says, I don't know if you want spoilers, but I do know where Arya is. Yeah, I think I know too. But maybe she's moved. It's the year 8301. We're past the point of the books now. I wonder what's going on with Aegon in the south. And I wonder if Edmure has had any kids with Sorella Sand. Let's check on that. Excuse me. Sorella is not pregnant. No, they have not had any kids.
Kill Rosalind and get a new wife.
We might have to do that. I mean, it's not like we have the need of the Frey soldiers anymore. We have no soldiers hardly at all to speak of.
Oh, you didn't know enough to fight those.
There we go. We got a re-establishing of our troops. We get to recall our troops here. Jaime Lannister. They tried to set Jaime free. Yep. Send him farther down there. That's right. Thanks, John. Super chat to buy mercenaries. Appreciate that. Okay, so we definitely have this is better than I thought it would be. Look at all these soldiers that we've got here. We're gonna have them all converge right around here. It's gonna take me a second to get them to go. We get 6,000 troops from White Harbor, another 1,000 from up here, another 3,000 here. Actually, we're gonna have some of them converge up here to fight this Victarians army up here. That is great. All these guys go there. All these armies go here. All right, everybody, we're going to make a comeback. I can feel it. The North remembers. We may have to sort of abandon the Riverlands, but hopefully they're just too busy. Again, Stannis is still alive. So is this new Aegon. Maybe Daenerys will show up too. He's out there somewhere, right? Stannis is still fighting.
Up?
What's that?
Aegon popped up?
He did. Aegon popped up, yeah. Aegon did pop up. Harrion, of course. Oh, Rickard Karstark died. I wonder how. He died of illness. Okay, so but Harrion Karstark is a prisoner of. Who is he a prisoner of? By Tywin, the Grey Lion. Okay, of course he is. Yep. We have a Karstark heir. We got to fix that, guys. Everybody, cross your fingers for. King Rob of the North is lost. Yes, of course. We are forced to beg for peace here. And the how about that? We have been imprisoned, and the Iron Islands War is no longer affecting us. We have lost the war. Our armies have been obliterated. Our castle's sacked. Now I stand before King Joffrey to hear his judgment. Let's hope he is merciful. Yeah, I don't have much hope of that. This is Joffrey. He's a torturer and he's cruel. Oh, and he's a tyrant. Yeah.
Let's see.
Robb Stark has decided treason, the king has decided treason not go unpunished. I've forfeited all my lands. Oh. Yeah. And titles. Okay, so yeah, you know.
So that's game over.
We are, Alice Stark is our new heir. We are Harrion now. Robb is gone. We're now Harrion Karstark, who is now the Lord of Winterfell. How about that? That's a plot twist. We're Harrion Karstark. We're unmarried, so that's cool. At least we get to decide who our new wife is going to be. We are the Lord of Winterfell. As Harrion Karstark. What a huge plot twist. And the Night's Watch needs our help again. Why not? Let's help the Night's Watch. Yeah, sure. Oh wait, we're not the Lord of the. We are not Lord of Winterfell. We are Lord of the. We are Lord of the North. We are just House Stark, but we are Lord of Carhold only. That is all even bigger plot twist. All right, well we've been demoted, but that's okay. Okay, first of all, we have nobody in any of these council positions, so let's fix that. Baron Stark. Who is this guy? Oh, we're House Stark now. Is that really what we are? We're House Stark of Carhold?
Yeah, the game didn't end and you said
heir to the Kingdom of the North. That's very interesting. Yeah, this is really cool. This is weird, but weird but cool. All right.
All of them took Stark.
Baron Stark. Justiciar is going to be Arthur Stark. That's the one who. What's one of the ones who? Yeah, bad things happen to him. Treasurer. Okay, Alan. He's not very good, but he's of Icemark. Yeah. Well, we got to use somebody. We got to do something here. And we got. Oops, that's the same one. And we got a spy master, Cregan. Oh, whoa! Look at him, 22. All right, well he knows what he's doing. That's good.
Who's your heir? It's Alice.
Yeah, Alice Karstark. Good old Alice Karstark. And then our maester is quite talented, so that's nice. All right, serve court.
You make him like you. He hates you.
Proselyte. Oh yeah, Cregan hates us. Wow. All right, let's make Cregan like us more. How can we do that? Let's make him our master of horse. And that's for now. We got to make him scheme. We'll have him scheme. Where will we have him scheme? We'll have him scheme in our own area. We want to get to know our own folk nicely.
Can you bribe him? He really hates you.
Bribing won't. He'll still really hate us. I maybe shouldn't have appointed him to such an important position. Okay, so we want to perform charity to make people like us, get our maester to like us more. Yeah, Arthur doesn't like us very much. We're just not very likable, apparently, but we'll work on that. Improve diplomatic relations. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's improve diplomatic relations with our neighbor, and let's also. Oh wait, I didn't click on that properly. Try that again, and let's have him just do the Oversea Realm. And we need to find a wife now. That's very important. Speaking of, at least we have Alice Stark as our heir, which will not do. Rosalind Frey is still an option. We could remarry Rosalind Frey. I don't think we're going to do that. Who votes for Rosalind Frey? I think no, right? No one votes for that, right? Okay, what about another? It's just a bunch of Freys here. We've got Bethany Blackwood. Well, she's only 8. She can't have kids yet. Mylenda Riker, but she's very not skilled. This is really, really slim pickings. Ooh, Lyanna Mormont. Oh, I should marry Lyanna Mormont, right? She's not old enough yet, but that's worth waiting for. It's Lyanna Mormont.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
She is capable.
Yeah, she's good.
Trained fighter.
I would scroll down more. But
yeah, let's scroll down, but that's a great option. Look at all these 1-year-olds and 6-year-olds and more 1-year-olds and 8-year-olds and geez, there's a 22-year-old. 19. Oh, there's a genius. Or it's a baby, though. There's a 0-year-old. That will not do. We cannot wait for a 0-year-old. Chloe Shett. These are different cultures and stuff now. All right, then. We'll go with Lyanna Mormont. That's pretty cool. We went from Robb Stark to marrying Rosalind Frey to becoming Harrion Karstark. And trying to marry Lyanna Mormont. Let's see if they go for it. Yes, she'll do it. All right. We are betrothed. How about that? Happy day. On our way again. I think, yeah, she'll be of age in like 3 years now, I think.
Yeah. 3 years, maybe.
So we're gonna speed things up for sure. We're gonna speed things up more than that. But first of all, oh, our treasurer is idle. Hang on a sec. Oh yeah, we need an ambition. That's right. We need to collect taxes. We need to rebuild. Whoa, what is this? War for the War for the Dawn. Are you kidding me? Is that really happening? Winter? Oh, jeez. Well, on the plus side, they agreed to our betrothal, but it looks like the actual White Walkers are coming. Well, being a Carhold's not the best place to be at a time like this. But what are you going to do? This could get interesting. Meanwhile, the South is still fighting itself.
Did Joffrey marry anyone yet?
Oh, good question, yeah. Joffrey is not remarried. He is at war. Brandon Stark. That's the Brandon Stark? Yes, he has actually died now? No, wait. No, that's a different Brandon Stark. That's not Brandon. That's not Brandon.
It was Brandon Stark.
Okay. Well, yeah, private funeral will suffice. We can't afford a big private. We cannot afford it. Who's Lord Paramount of the North? Good question. Looks like Edwyle the Knot. A house Knot is Lord Paramount of the North. That's unusual, but you know, Joffrey had to pick somebody. Yeah.
Edwyle the Knot.
Oh, it looks like. Oh, I didn't even know I was sick. How about that? We feel better. Now get to making a baby already. Come on, Harry. Oh yeah, ambition. All right. Fall in love. Well, we can fall in love. Let's do adopt a lifestyle because we don't need to fall in love until she comes of age. We'll try to get a hobby in the meantime, something to occupy ourselves. And yeah, we are just not good at stuff. Look at how terrible we are. We'll do the family thing though. We'll do the family thing. It gives us diplomacy. 2 diplomacy. We're gonna make that a 3 now. Okay. And we had just had the same 0 intrigue that Robb Stark had. This is rough, guys, but we can grow. We've got room to grow. All right, turn the speed up because we're pretty helpless. We're just going to try to let time pass, try to have a kid. Look at how fast that time is going. We're zooming through the months. Turbo, a Game of Thrones. Looks like we're winning the War for the Dawn. No help from us. Alice and I are good friends. How about that?
What are Alice's stats?
She is also not very good. She's married to Robin Flint. They do not have any kids yet.
So she's not married matrimonially yet.
Oh, good, yeah. Oh, no, regular marriage, you're right. Yeah, so I really need to have kids. Even more impetus. Army of the White Walkers. Look at that. It's just running around here. That's a pretty small army for White Walkers there.
They don't need...
There is a man I need to arrest and another I want to assassinate. My spy master, Lord Creakin, could help with their... Who do we need to assassinate? We don't need to assassinate anybody, do we? Oh, that's another thing we can do. We need bodyguards. We don't have anyone who's good enough.
People are also asking how the other wars are going down south.
Yeah, we need to check on that, guys. We'll do that in just a sec. How about? Yeah, sure. Arrest. Let's do that. We're not worried about it too much right now. Moore's Westford. Hey, isn't that the character from?
Yeah.
From that other video game? He's Lord Commander of the Wall now.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, what is happening in the south? Okay, so we still have Joffrey. Is he still at war? Yes, he is still at war. He's at a truce with Christopher of Turnbridge. Hostile towards the pirate lord. These are all pirate lords. None of these matter. The wars between the great powers of the realm have subsided for now. How about that? How about that?
Yeah, where's
Looks like everyone is still, except for someone. Well, that's Summerhall, of course. That's just the Vale is still separate. That's interesting. I imagine that won't last for long. Iron Islands is still separate too. What do they got going on? Winter is coming. Strong claim on the Kingdom of the North. That's cool. And we got a strong claim on the High Lords of Winterfell and the Lords of the Winterfell. All right, so we have that's an important in-game claim on the titles that we lost. Oh wow, Balon kept his title. He is King of the Iron Islands.
I think it worked out for him.
Yeah. Theon is
he's fighting them.
Doing his thing. Asha is doing her thing. She's not married. Hallis Stark lacks a guardian. Well, we'll just teach him ourselves, shouldn't we? Because we're not doing much else. No, not Ramsay Stark. We'll do it ourselves. That's us. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, good, good. People converted to the old gods. That's what we like to see. The Vale has the... You're right. Jonathan Lodo says the Vale has the Riverlands means Sweet Robin inherited. You're right, you're right. So that means Riverrun has been punished. Where is Riverrun? One of these guys is Riverrun. Yeah, there's Riverrun. He is still Lord... Yeah, Lord Robert is Paramount of the Vale. How about that? What happened to poor Edmure? Guess they just are disinherited entirely. Oh no, we're stressed. That's funny. So little Sweet Robin is rather well invested with titles, it appears. What happened to his... What happened to his... What happened to Edmure indeed? Here's Lysa. Edmure is dead. He was killed, buried alive by King Joffrey. Holy crap. Wow, Joffrey buried Edmure alive. Oh my god.
How was Robb killed?
Robb isn't dead, is he? Robb was just stripped of everything.
Where is he? What's he?
I think he was. I think he took the black, or he's exiled.
I'm just curious now.
Yeah.
Go to Catelyn.
Go to Catelyn. Yeah. Okay. Good idea. Whoops. I keep losing Riverrun. Where'd it go?
Just hit the back button.
Okay, the back button. Oh, no, it's right here. Right that one. Wait, where'd it go? I'm so bad at this now. I've lost my sight. Okay. There it is. All right. Catelyn.
Right here. I'm seeing what you were doing.
Yeah. We have Arya still fake dead. Brandon and Rickon, I suppose, are fake dead as well. And wait, who did you want me to look at?
Oh, Robb. So he is dead.
Oh, he is dead. You're right. That he was beheaded. Oh, okay, my bad. No, that's Ned. That's Ned. Robb is had his bowels torn out by Joffrey.
Oh.
What the heck, guys? Joffrey is really being Joffrey here. Well, that's how it goes. What did he do to anyone else?
What did he do to Stannis?
Is Stannis still? Yeah. What did he do to Stannis? Okay, sure. We'll find you a spouse, Baron, but not right now. Right now, we're trying to find out what happened to everybody else. Dorne Martell is still around, and he's at war. What was he at war with? He's at war with the Iron King. Okay, he's helping fight the... Look, apparently, I bet Joffrey's trying to bring everyone back into the realm here. Lady Shireen of Dragonstone, who is incapable. Stannis was broken on the wheel by King Joffrey.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Broken on the wheel.
That is amazing. Food taster. No, we are not paranoid. We'll be trusting. Paranoid is bad. We're not going to be paranoid. Okay. Yeah, we're going to hand out a few... Whoa. We've got some cat thunder here. Come on, Xerxes. Kitty cat, stop that. Handing out some minor titles to help our vassals like us more. Our wife, Lyanna, is up to 14. So that's good. We'll be able to maybe have kids soon. It is the year 8304. We're 4 years past the books, roughly. And we need a new spy master. Looks like Cregan is gone, or he died of old age. Hey, Lord Commander Rickon of the Night's Watch. The Night's Watch is won by White Walkers. All right. We will appoint Ramsay Stark as our new spy master, and he's actually loyal to us. And he's going to go to Winterfell and keep an eye on things there. Maybe we'll get our chance to become Lord Paramount again. Oh yeah, Baron wants to get married. Let's let him get married. Dornish, we could bring some Dornish blood up here. These ones are all too young. Oh, look at this, a genius Valeman. Let's try to bring her up. She's wise. Pass that trait on. Will you guys marry? Will you? All right. So my cousin Baron Stark is going to marry this very smart woman whose genes hopefully will be around my family. And maybe my grandchildren will marry their great-grandchildren, and everyone wins. But first, We gotta have our own kids one of these days soon. Now our Justiciar is gone too. I'm gonna replace that with Lambard. Lambard Lightfoot. You guys have all heard of Lambard Lightfoot, right? Improved diplomatic relations with Winterfell. Yes, we're doing the spying and the courtliness with Winterfell to try to get in their good graces. So yes, we are playing, people tuning in later here, we are playing Crusader Kings 2. This is obviously set in Westeros, as you can see. I can scroll out here, you can see the full map. It goes all the way over here. Look at that. We got different Dothraki calls in control over here. We can go past the Bone Mountains all the way over to Yee even. Look at all that. All this is playable. Warming in Carhold. How about that? Winter is coming to an end. Look at the smoking ruins of Valyria. How cool is that? But that is not our problem right now. Lord Hal seems to be very interested in the... Okay. Lord Hallis is fashionable. Do we have a problem with that? No, we do not. He can be fashionable all he wants. Our spies are doing their thing. Let them do their thing, indeed. Oh, cool. We just got some blackmail money, it looks like. Excellent. Money is useful. We can make our castle stronger. We can maybe hire mercenaries. In fact, that's probably something we should go ahead and do. Winter is over. It looks like we have new roads in place, and that expires in the year 8308. That's 2 years from now, so we want to go ahead and take advantage of our build bonus while we can, even though we don't have a lot of money. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to pause the game real quick and look at our choices. We have enough money for Castletown, which increases our income, so that's really important. That's a long-term building, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Normally this would take longer to build, but because of the build bonus, that's going to make it faster. So now we're in a completely different game mode. We're no longer. We started the game off in in this huge war, and Ramsay Stark died. Our spy master that we just appointed. He didn't last long, did he? He died of stress. I guess he couldn't handle the job we gave him. Well, that was quick. Small private funeral for our family member. We're gonna take a look at our family tree in a minute here. Oh, Lyanna Mormont has come of age. Whoa, she's pretty hot. She has 14 diplomacy, and she's got some nice martial. Yeah, that's very helpful because our traits stink. She's selfish, honest, brave, ambitious, proud, a skilled fighter, and capable genetics, and she has charismatic negotiator. So this is really good. What is happening here? There's a rebellion. Lord Perkin of North Crackclaw. Somehow I don't think that's going to be a rebellion that goes anywhere. So we will...
Can you work on a
pretend to support the throne? Work on a faction? I think we're too small time for that at this point. Oh, maybe we could have a faction for us to be, for us to be the Lord Paramount. I think we're too hampered with the fact that I'm a 0 intrigue and my wife is a 6.
That's your diplomacy that would matter to have people like you. Yeah.
Well, that's true. You're right. For forming the faction, but for operating, I think it needs intrigue. So we'll put this random guy will be our new master of whisperers. He's not very good, but the fact that he's a random means we can fire him without consequence later if we want to, because he is not a lord, and his opinion of us doesn't really matter. So we are paused. I can unpause. We're still waiting on. She's 16 now, so we could be getting. She might be getting pregnant now. We could go ahead and bribe her. Send her a gift of 15 to increase her opinion of us by 40. We owe money to the Iron Bank? Oh.
When did Rob take money from you?
No, we're not Rob. Harrion.
Oh.
It's Harrion's loan. So I guess he did it while we weren't him. Yeah. They can do that. We have enough money to pay it, so I guess we will. Oh well. There goes pretty much all our money. We're paying back the Iron Bank. Well, that's a just unfortunate thing to discover. Okay, looks like Baron has had a child named Danny. A girl, and we're not going to let that kid name.
He had a kid before you?
That's right.
Oh, is she good?
Okay, so what should we name this kid, everybody? We got a choice here. First person to say a name is going to be the name of this kid. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got, commenters?
This is your chance to stand
This is your chance to have an impact on my game here.
Well, you should give people a chance to reply while you if you stand up or do anything you need to.
What do we got? What do we got, everybody? What's it going to be? So far, nothing. I'm gonna have to pick it myself if we don't get an answer.
No, that's what I'm saying. Give them a second.
Tobin Buttram. Here we go. Okay. Well, I can't make the last name, so we'll go with Muffler is the next suggestion. We'll go with Tobin. That was the first suggestion we can go with. That's a. No, we'll go with Buttram. Yes, Buttram Stark is our first named child here. Oh, and we have another option. It's time for us to actually get married. Okay, all right.
You weren't married?
No, we didn't. We had our betrothal was not finished, apparently. Now we can actually get married. I thought we were already married, but we weren't. Now we're married. All right, now it's time to make a baby. Come on, baby. We got to pay. Yes. We are going to ask for that dowry because we want money. We just gave up all our money. All right, 25 gold for a dowry. That'll have to do. Yeah, all right. Gregarious, good. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, we built our castle town, so our income is going to increase. That's good. We have an income of 1.77, and hopefully it's going to go up. Bannon has just died. We just cannot keep spy masters alive. That is another dead spy master. Time to fix that with yet another weak option. Oh, look at that. It's a different Danny. We're going to make spy master. No, we're going to go with Lacey because Lacey likes us a lot more. We're giving our spy masters dangerous jobs, and they're not very good at it. Lady Buttram of the Fish and Chips. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. That is a good suggestion. Yes, we're teaching Lord Hallis to fight. That's nice. That's nice and all. But what we really want is our own children. We have idle council members. Oh, come on, priest. Get to it. Lord Harrion, a great melee in the northern tradition, is to be held in Sea Dragon Point. I urge you to come. Yes, we will go and prove our strength, even though we're not very good at fighting. Our peasants are being troublesome, but, you know, we're going to go ahead and be a snooty lord and not care too much about that. We're going to try to impress our wife. All right, here we go. Here we are fighting in the melee. Charge, it says. We are brave. That's cool. You and Corin Suffolk sight each other amongst the battle and prepare to engage in combat. All right, everybody. Here we go. Here we go. We're fighting. One mistake is all he'll get. We're going to attack. We are not going to lay back. I fully overwhelmed his defensive stance. It's all over now. Yes, we will accept his surrender. We're not some cruel, unchivalrous guy. We're no Joffrey. Victory is ours indeed. Okay, so we gain a little prestige, but now we have to fight somebody else. Heward Umber. We're going to fight an Umber? Yikes, he's large. Alright, but I think we can beat him. He countered our first attack. He knocked us down, and he's going to try to hit us on the ground, but we are going to keep fighting. Oh, we got wounded. It wasn't a big wound. We're going to try again. Ah, he hit us again. Well, we're not. Yeah, I guess we just have to yield because we don't have an heir. Fine, we have to yield. We don't want to die in the melee and lose our game entirely. That would be unfortunate.
You have heirs that are of your blood. You have a bunch of Stark heirs.
No, we don't. We don't anymore. Bernard. It says my heir is Bernard Flint.
Oh,
it's got the red on there.
Kid. She had a boy.
Yeah.
Unless you kill that son.
Yeah. So we didn't do great in the melee, but we weren't shameful either. Lancel Lannister is now Lord Paramount of the West. Ha! How interesting indeed.
Yeah, what happened to Tyrion?
The guy that we lost to got second in the melee. Well, that's not too shameful. Yeah, let's see what happened to Tyrion. Let's check in on some of the famous characters. Lord Melwyn of Casterly Rock. That's odd.
I can see it. How did Stannis die? You looked at...
So Lancel... We had Tytos, and then we had Gerald, and then we had... Oops, we're going the wrong way here. Tywin died. Tyrion died of the plague. Wow, so it passed out of their line entirely. Cersei didn't get it. Yeah, it went through Kevin's line. Prince Kevin of the Westerlands. Yeah, Lancel has Lord Paramount. How about that?
Cersei's alive, though?
Cersei is alive.
Kids?
Cersei... Let's see if Cersei has more kids. Cersei does have another child. She has 2 bastards. No, she has a bastard and a non-bastard. She's married Randall Grafton. How about that? Cersei's got a much different timeline here. And we have Elle Dacey Grafton is her other child, who is got some of her astute, smarter than her mother. We still like our sister Alice, but that doesn't do us any good. How about Sweet Robin? What's he up to? Robert is grown up. He is 15. He is really quite terrible still. Craven, selfish, paranoid, wroth, rude, frail, and falter. But he is unmarried as of now. Joffrey the Tickler is his nickname. Joffrey had a Bethany Lannister who died stillborn. So he is married now. Joffrey is married to Nymeria Sand.
Oh, God.
Boy, this is weird, isn't it? Another melee. We're going to do that.
Did you ever have kids with that mirror?
No, she never did. I checked that, yeah. Let's see what is going on with the Tyrells. Yeah, Willis the Hunter is Lord of Highgarden. Mace died in the dungeons of King Joffrey. Wow, he died too. Jeez. But the Tyrells got to keep their. Loras is dead too. Loras died of the plague.
Did you hear me?
What? No.
Danny never came.
Who?
Danny.
Oh, Danny never came. It's true. Daenerys never did come. I wonder if she's alive. Lady Janna of the Reach is heir to the Reach. How about that? No, she's not heir to the Reach. The heir to the Reach. Oh yeah, it is. Lady Janna. All right, so we lost badly this time in the melee and lost prestige, a lot of it. 30 prestige, that's too bad. Now we're down to 80. We are not so famous. Kyle Condon won again. No, he got second this time. And winter is coming again. Oh, well, when it rains, it pours.
It's been about 2 hours. I think we should wrap up.
Okay, yeah. Well, everybody, Shay is suggesting we wrap up. We had a good test here. We're going to review how this looks. And we lost intrigue as well. Yeah, everything is coming up bad here. Well, but it was a lot of fun. I wanted to show you guys this game. Some of you are already familiar with it. You know what's going on. And we'll try this again another time soon. And we'll probably announce it in advance this time so that people have a chance to schedule it. But as I said, this was just a test, so we did it on the fly. And maybe in the future we'll do things like let you guys help decide which house we'll play and other fun stuff like helping me with names and who we marry. And other decisions, make a kind of a group activity that makes it more fun. And Blackfish episode's out tomorrow. For those of you who haven't seen it or listened to it, look out for that. And we will see you guys later. Valar Morghulis, Valar Rewatches, and Valar Morgamus. How do I end this? Stop streaming?